In less than a second, you can share someone's life story. Like this 2017 photo showing the instant 13-year-old Thomas Abdullah Hamel realized he would live. The Yazidi boy was the only survivor of 23 kidnapped by ISIS, narrowly escaping after being used as a human shield. There to memorialize his life-changing moment was Iranian-born photojournalist Afshin Ismaeli, who showcased his exhibition Children of War at the Exposure International Photography Festival in the UAE Emirate of Sharjah. Traveling mainly in Syria and Iraq since 2005, he risks his life to show the people behind the news headlines, like in the case of Hamel.
Being brainwashed, trained to be a suicide bomber. He was kidnapped when he was 11. So that story in itself is a unique story. Without photographing that image, that moment, and that boy at that place, so nobody knew about what happens to that people.
Ismaeli was born during war in Iran and says his camera became his salvation, and later on, an instrument in his life's mission to inform.
My childhood was full of conflict, bombing, so I found out I have to do something.
In recent decades, iconic examples of images with impact have included the Afghan girl, taken by American photographer Steve McCurry in 1984, who met a then 12-year-old Sharbat Gula at a refugee camp in Pakistan. Her piercing green eyes penetrated the hearts of people across the world, inspiring National Geographic to create a fund in her name and helped her family financially years later. And highlighting the Syrian refugee and European migrant crisis in 2015 was the tragic image of 3-year-old Alan Kurdi's body washed ashore in Turkey. The disturbing photograph, no doubt, left a lasting imprint on the minds of millions. Recognizing the power a single picture can have to put important issues in focus, photography enthusiasts in the UAE are exploring ways to learn how to capture a snapshot of that memorable moment themselves and take their photography hobby to the next level. There are workshops teaching keen amateurs the moral responsibility their photos carry, and also the realities of what it means to turn a hobby into a profession.
You need to be very passionate about it to make this a business. You will have to endure periods of struggle and hustle and periods where you won't earn as much money as you probably would wish to.
Laun says many photojournalists have sold pictures for less than $1 while getting started in the business. But knowing that hasn't stopped UAE hobbyist Rashid Al-Mazrou'i from considering taking it up as a career. After traveling to northern India's Ladakh region and Greater Kashmir earlier this year, he says the simple life these neighbors of Tibet lived inspired him to consider doing this full-time.
Photography is just a hobby for me. It's a passion right now. Hopefully I turn this passion to a profession. Maybe one day I'll earn from doing photography and traveling all over the world and meeting different cultures and new people.
After seeing snow for the very first time in India, Al-Mazrou'i is seeking more new experiences. He plans soon to travel to sub-Saharan Africa and use his camera to click with more people.